Switch scenes real fast here. Today on the commentary, we got the original Elijah. How are you doing?
Hello, I am doing fine. How are you?
Oh, doing pretty good. Excited for the race?
Most definitely. And we also have here with us one of other Wind Waker runners, Randomizer.
Hello.
Hello, Randomite. You are here too.
I am here too. Last minute comes.
Welcome on in. The water's fine. No, get it because it's Wind Waker. There's a huge ocean.
Yes.
I get it.
Let's hope there's some swimming today. Huh?
Oh, probably.
I don't know if you would call it swimming.
So it seems like we're about ready to get underway then?
Should be anytime soon, yep.
Gotcha. So I guess a little background for people. We're currently in the community in sort of the between tournaments here. So right now, this as a tournament settings race for us is more of like a testing race. So we are trying some new things out and doing some test races throughout the week and things like that, sort of casually. But this one is going to be featured on ZSR today, which is super cool. So it's going to be kind of like some things we might not be used to, some new things, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So it should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think the biggest change with this one is the hints system and the chess type matches content that we're testing right now, basically, that we're probably most likely are going to use for this the next season.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very interesting. For those of you that don't know, the chest type matches contents means that the actual physical appearance of a chest in the game is going to look different based on whether or not it's a progressive item that you will need to beat the game potentially. So if you see a chest with a bunch of spikes on it, that means it's got something good inside. If you see a wooden chest with no spikes, that means it's probably just like a spoils or a heart piece or treasure chart, something like that, something we don't need. Rupees, maybe.
Don't you have to buy anything that you need money?
Sometimes you do. So yeah, rupee chasing or rupee collecting is something extra coming in with these settings, because rupees are not readily available, or you get them as you would with just opening chests, checking everything. So,
there's a couple spots where you can get a nice little collection of rupees that should be enough for you to purchase everything that you need, but also, it's part of the fun. It's part of the risk of not getting rupees is, sort of mixing that in along your route to the end. With the current settings we're using for this race in particular, with the short side quests on and the island puzzles on, there's potential to need to purchase bait to feed Big Pig or to do some of the seagull flying checks. There's also rupees might be required for mailing 2 of the letters that are part of the short side quests set of checks. So those are the main things you need rupees for. Obviously, you can also buy more arrows and bombs if you run out with rupees as well. So that's sort of an option. But most of our runners kind of know where the extra extra bomb drops, arrow drops are. So you can kind of sort of mix that in with just collecting them when you're near those spots. But it's about, resource management, I guess, for those types of things. Yeah, it sounds like we're about ready to get underway here, right?
Yep, the countdown just started.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. That's what you like to hear. And other things to note about our seed today, we'll be using 4 dungeon race modes. So 4 of the 6 dungeons in the game are going to have a required Triforce shard on the bosses. So it will be required to go through at least 4 of the 6 dungeons. And Other than that, it's a lot of the more normal categories. We have puzzle caves and free gifts and island puzzles, mail checks, things like that.
Mm-hmm. It looks like we're on the way, but I don't think the stream itself is not yet. It's not caught up yet.
Yes, we are on a slight delay from what's happening in real time, just to make sure. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I think it's the main ZSR stream is not. They're loading loading their streams. Currently, let's just say where they're at. They're at Windfall. Yeah. Everyone has decided to go to Windfall, and they're talking to King of Red Lions, who is giving us our hints.
Yes. I don't know about you, but I have missed all of the hints. So
I'm looking at some of them. It looks like I just saw Maze Chest. Ganondorf Maze Chest has a progressive bow. I think that's one I saw. So
no way.
That's gonna be an interesting one.
That's crazy.
Okay, I think the stream is going to be. Yeah, the stream is back now. So.
At least I got a hint for it.
We are going. So, Maze Chest, beautiful hint, which is I think always hinted. Maze Chest, Ganondorf.
Sounds right.
So, and Cyclos has a Triforce shard for us. It seems like.
Yes, that is correct.
So we know 2 of very important items we need.
Yep. That we do. We see we have hook shots on Windfall. That's pretty good. You like to see that early.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Gold's quiver has gone a different direction. It's got the cliff plat first instead of.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's not a bad idea in these settings. We start with the sword in these, the way we've been testing these now. So starting with the sword is makes Cliff Plateau. You can basically do it at max speed right off the bat. So the nice thing about going there, you can combine it with Cliff Plateau, you can combine Cliff Plateau with Cliff Plateau. You can combine it with
Bird Peak.
Bird's Peak, yeah. And it's basically max speed. And sorry, I'm trying to, now that we're seeing the hints again, I'm just trying to note them all down.
Oh, yeah.
Just so we all know what's going on. I did miss one of the paths.
Looks like our streams are loading again. Yeah. Some technical difficulties. Apologies for that. But our runners are just still going through Windfall or Cliff Plateau as well. So. Looks like we found a Master Sword as well on Windfall. I think that was Maggie's.
The free item?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think there was a Fervor's Pearl in the cave of Cliffplant. Which gives us a Triforce shard, which is nothing. Charts, I should say, not shard. It charts.
Okay. I think I got all the hints down for us.
Okay.
So, except for one. The first, yeah, but it's fine. So we know, so we can go over this really quick. We know that Private Oasis is passed to Calademos. The mailbox is passed to Godin. And Paw Print is passed to Mulgara. So those are the path hints that I got. Islet of Steel, Hyrule, Mother and Child, and Crescent Moon Island were all barren. And then other than the shard that you mentioned and the bow that you mentioned in Ganon's Tower and on Cyclos, the only notable item is Jaboon's Cave has Din's Pearl, which we obviously know we need because of Tower of the Gods. So everything else, we got a couple. Fire Mountain is empty, I believe, according to just like Tingle Chart or something like that. The DRC Big Key Chest was empty, and the Dark Nut mini boss in Tower of the Gods was also nothing, as well as the Forbidden Woods mini boss. I think I did miss one or so hints still, but
maybe some of the players might accidentally or purposely talk to the boat again.
True. But at this point, I think we're working with at least enough information. So, and then of course we have the items that we have found, like the hook shot for obvious reasons, and Master Sword. I'm not sure if where you said that was at.
That was Maggie's. Gold Quiver just picked up his Master Sword.
Okay, so the interesting thing we just saw is Crane got Command Melody in Bird's Peak. Now we know there's a hint that Paulprint is on the path to Mulgara. So since we have Command Melody and Hookshot, that means Paulprint's going to have either the Leaf, the Iron Boots, or the Skull Hammer, or it's going to have something that leads to one of those items. So for those of you that aren't quite attuned to how the path hints work, that's sort of what that means. So it might just be one of those items that I mentioned, or we could have like a Picto box there, and then if we go do a Picto check, then we get Skull Hammer. You know what I mean? It could be something like that.
So it's either a direct item or an item leading to an item acquired in that dungeon.
True. And if that's Leaf, that could be really interesting. Because Leaf is a very powerful item. Now, the negative side being, of course, that it could be referring to the check that's locked behind the grappling hook as well, which none of our runners are capable of getting with the items they currently have yet. So there's definitely some spiciness to going straight to Paulprint, going based off that hint.
But Tingle seems to have the power bracelets for us, so
definitely going to mitigate that risk a little bit.
It's a nice gift, definitely.
True. Now I think going to Paulprint becomes a lot more reasonable because you can check the other three and you're basically only risking that grappling hook check.
Yeah. And with the chest type matches content, we have some peeking things we can do. You might notice some of the runners like in the jail sidling behind the jail door and just looking through the walls, which is a whole new meta game basically within the game. To look at chests and just decide, of course, to ignore them if you don't need them. So in Pauper you can look at the chest up top, and so they're probably going to do that. And then we might know if it's necessary together.
I do think that, although the big negative side about this is it makes the hint text does make. We should have been checking and see what the hints were.
Oh yeah,
when they're trying to do the
door cancel. Damn it.
It does make the door cancel take quite a bit longer. I did like how Koala did it, where they did it with their first look at the hints. You know what I mean? So they're not rereading through the hints all over again.
Just immediately go for door cancel with your hints.
Yep.
Yeah, because you need to scroll through it anyway. So
we are going to gain the critical information from Advo's screen here. So this should be exciting. Oh, not that one.
Nothing there.
Not there. That one. It's not looking good. 50-50.
And if it is the one on top, they're going to have to come back here because they do not have grapple.
True. Because the 3 items left.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. So
it's gotta be the one, right?
Yep. So, and that's, you do know for a fact you're going to have to come back here because of the those 3 items we mentioned, the Skull Hammer, the iron boots, and the leaf. Well, I guess technically you can get around Skullhammer, but I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
isn't there also like a door? There's a door cancel to wind.
yeah,
yeah,
you can door cancel, but the leaf and the iron boots you cannot complete Wind Temple without them.
Yeah, definitely need them.
Yeah, technically, if we want to get technical, the Skullhammer, I suppose you could forget about it, but. And that's even what's the 4th dungeon? Do we know?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been paying attention to when they're warping.
Okay, it's DRC, Forbidden Woods, Tatji, and Mulvira, according to our trackers, whom I trust greatly. So, no FF, so that means that, and no ET, so the Skullhammer is definitely 100% optional in this seed. Nothing is going to be hard locked behind Skullhammer. There's a trick or a strategy to avoid it in every instant. Now, that's not to say it won't make things a little bit better and make life easier, because it will. But if you really wanted to not get it, it would be possible.
Seems so far we've been going at the same checks: Windfall, Cliffplat, Poprint.
Koala has bombs. Do you know where they got those?
Oh,
I missed that.
I do not know. No, I didn't see.
I guess it must be Windfall. Maybe it's hide and seek. Advo doesn't have them yet though, so. Oh, maybe they're right here in Cliff Plateau. No, Koala's going to Cliff Plateau right now, so they're not Cliff Plateau. We're gonna do another peak strat here. We can see that.
Myla, someone says that. So.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
That's a bit toxic. I always put that one off. I'd have lost. It's just so slow. You really want to be able to do it with the Fire and Ice checks on Windfall or with the Picto.
Oh, yeah.
But I admit that is being a little bit greedy. With the route we have now, you could potentially do it with Maggie and do door storage, I think. Just go into Maggie's room that way. I think that's valid. I think that's something that could be considered for sure.
Brain is having some trouble catching this one. Okay, there we go. He's got him.
It's kind of weird to see somebody having trouble with a kid that's not Ivan. It's usually always Ivan.
Yeah, he's the master of duking you and just avoiding you.
True. Bobbing and weaving. Ivan, the master. And it looks like Gold is coming into paw print. Going to get the bad news as well.
Gonna grab a purple rupee. That's
nice consolation prize, I suppose. Yeah. So one of the place Advo's at right now, Bird's Peak. That is where I like to go. I like to go there right at the beginning too, because of what we were talking about before with the rupees. You can get a pretty easy, like 60 rupees just by breaking the pots there. Since you're not opening extra chests and you're less likely to get rupees, I think that's a good way to guarantee yourself some if you want to make sure you can mail all your letters, buy any bait you might need. There's also the Beetle 20 rupee item. I did forget to mention that one earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's, and the starting with sword makes it so where you can, if you do that storage strat, the chest storage strat that you saw, Koala and Advo both just do, you can get there pretty much right, right at the very beginning.
It is the one up top. Yeah, it's the one up top. That's bad news for Gold. Crane is also about to get the bad news.
It's funny for us, but when you're in that situation and it happens to you, you're like, oh my god. You're just like, really? This? Really?
Looks like we've got our first bit of a divergence. Advo is in Bomb Island. Gonna check out that chest.
I like this play from Advo. This is a great time to do Bomb Island right after Bird's Peak. You can also peek this chest with the telescope. That is another change. I know we didn't quite mention it earlier. Oh, it's spiky.
Yeah, it's spiky.
But we start with telescope to make peeking chests easier for everyone. because I don't know about you. I play on a Wii, and I have like a small CRT monitor on here. It doesn't have the best resolution or quality, so having the telescope definitely helps me be a little bit more confident in my peeking abilities.
Yeah. I'm still sometimes I still like doubt when it's like the island is far away or the chest is far away. It's like just the outline is like, is that spiky or not? It's just a little bit closer, and then okay.
Sure. Eventually, I'm hopeful that as we keep doing more and more of these, it'll just get more and more like, okay, yeah, that's definitely, or okay, nope, it's definitely skippable, or whatever. So that's good. So right now, you gotta love when the magtails just went to troll you.
Yeah.
Koala grabbing the rupees, I agree. I like the stretch. I usually get them from both sides just to be safe, but I'm also a little bit of just a Tingle statue for us in Bomb Island today. Probably not really what you're hoping to see, obviously, from there. You'd rather have something like Leaf or a bow, perhaps.
Yeah. But who knows, Tingle could be... or Ankle's Roar could be very important.
True. Crane picking up our second shard here, outset in Grandma's basement. One of our other runner/commentators' favorite place to go, underneath Grandma's house, mod goal.
And it's also divergent because I think Crane did Bird Speak, but then decided to just continue or go to outset. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip Bomb Island.
Yeah, I think yeah, interestingly enough, Crane does not, or Crane going here, it's a interesting idea. I think some of our other runners putting it off because you go here early so that way you can get 3 checks. Knowing one of them is Dins is basically being, well, that's not going to help me right now, you know what I mean? So they're doing other things first in hopes that maybe if they do find bait bag to go with their power bursts, or maybe even a bottle per se, they could potentially do a little bit more. But
speaking of bottles, Advo just got a bottle on top of not outside. Private Oasis, top of Waterfall was a bottle.
Very nice. The weird thing is that we got the hint that Mother and Child was foolish, but the chest is spiky. So it's probably like, I guess, a wallet that leads to... Oh, a Tingle statue. Now, see, that is interesting.
So if Mother and Child was hinted at foolish, then Tingle or Ankle is just nothing.
That is correct, yeah. So now we all have the information. Good for us.
Yeah.
I am wondering too there, Momo. I hope, well, at the very least, we'll definitely be able to find out at the end, in the interview process.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should...
Write that down, yeah.
Write that down. Okay. Oh, we have a chest up on top there. Gold going to... So the interesting thing about coming here, this is another divergent path. This one might be a...
This one was the bottle, I think, Advo just got.
Oh, it was? Okay.
The gold is doing... Yeah, there we go.
That's interesting, because usually you like to have that chest to do deed skip for Cabana. Now, it's an interesting area because you don't even really know if you're going to need the bottle, which makes it a difficult spot, right? If it was something like a bow, then, or, the leaf, you could be like, okay, well, I just have to keep this, right? But when it's a bottle, you almost kind of want to, like, have done a safety save and check Grandma really quick, see if you get anything, and then maybe soft reset that chest back. That way you have it to do deed skip later.
Looks like Crane is going to go for some leafless golf.
Old play. I respect it. I'm not very good at this, so I always just wait until I have leaf.
Yeah, me too.
Crane looks to be getting it. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah. He's going to go for the safe strat. Drop. Yep, it's probably a good idea, too.
Oh, another Koala has the bombs. He can do the Dragon Roost Island checks. All of them. Instead of just the the wind shrine.
True. I do like. I like this. I can't. Is it spike? Oh, it is spiky.
That is a spiky.
So we also have a peak for the fly across chest. It is. Once we do this, we're going to do a Wind Waker dive here.
If we can time it right, there we go.
Yep. And now if you go underneath, and you can see that that's not spiky. So we're going to just go right back to the boat and leave. We're just going to leave.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
was that grandma mail? I think it was grandma mail. Maybe
that was grandma mail. You are correct. Okay. So that's going to get us whatever it is that we know that we need in paw print, unless it's Skullhammer, I guess. But also probably not. If it's Skullhammer, that's a bit mean. That's like a bad hint. That's true. Yeah, because if my memory serves, yes, we're not playing. There's a setting in the randomizer now. In this, we're playing on a dev build. I should clarify. This is not in the official version. We're playing on like a test build. But there is a setting in this version that allows you to keep the duplicates in logic. Excuse me. So there are 4 bottles you could find. The randomizer currently only guarantees 1 bottle will be in logic, but we have an option in this dev build to select to where you can put all the bottles in logic, so all 4 will always be there. We do not have that setting turned on, so that could be our only logical bottle to get in this seed.
It looks like it's Koala's time to receive the bad news in conference. That he does not have.
We did get a hint that Private Oasis is on the path to Calademos. So, what that basically means is we've got the grappling hook. We don't really know if we're getting any more additional information from that hint. The grappling hook doesn't have to lead to anything else for Calademos.
Mm-hmm.
It could still lead to the leaf, but it does not have to.
Yeah. Koala managed to jump off the rock behind where the chest is, so he did not have a chance to look at the top chest. But because he knows that Popper is necessary, and the 3 chests he looked at were not spiky, he probably knows that the top one is the one he needs.
True. So and Crane getting lots of good stuff, I think, from that place. Yeah, delivery bag, that's something. What was in the other chest? I think I missed it.
I missed that one too.
Well, Moblin's there. Okay. Well, yeah, that gives him 2 more things that he can do on Windfall. Yeah, so to say the other thing we know, I should clarify, the scale the wall check is what's path to Mulgera. So that's going to be either Leaf, Iron Boots, or Skullhammer.
Yeah.
Or something that leads to those things. So it's not going to be, well, it could, this is where it gets crazy, because it could be the boomerang, but if it was the boomerang, that would just give us more information on that something is in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah.
That leads to Mulgera. So it's definitely, my brain's starting to hurt a little bit. But this is fine. This is fine. Now I just realized, too, that bow hint in Ganon's Tower doesn't even have to be vanilla light arrows. It could be so much worse.
It could be just regular bow. Like the first logical bow. That would be horrible. But yeah, it is possible.
Yeah. The Fire Ice, yeah, that's a good point. We do have top G, so we can't be our first bow.
Yeah,
but it could still be Fire and Ice for sure, which is really bad, especially since I thought Crane peeked the chest here on Windfall, and it looked like it was spiky for the transparent chest.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's not ideal. You really don't want to see stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
especially when you know there's a bow and high roll, because you know you're getting that, not for a very long time.
Yeah.
Advo heading over to Diamond Step, gonna get the delivery stuff. Yeah, like Crane got before. Crane about to get his bombs from Mila here. We have another leafless horseshoe attempt going on.
Yeah.
On Gold's end. Very much, can't remember what that was. Must have been not something.
We'll see soon enough.
True. Not anything. I believe you.
Yeah, I think Crane got out of there pretty fast.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Those settings are slightly off because we are doing test settings for for the next tournament. So the difference is going to be we don't have submarines on. We do have short side quests on. We're not starting with a shield. We are starting with a sword, and we're doing 4 dungeons instead of 3. And then, the biggest changes come from the dev build of the randomizer, where we've added in a new hint system and also a chest type matches content system, which basically means that the chests will change appearance based on the usefulness of the item that's in it. Meaning if it's a progressive item or a required item to beat the game, it will appear in a spiky chest versus a non-required item like rupees or a spoils or a treasure chart will appear in a wooden chest. Probably waiting to do the slightly faster version of Diamond Step because they have bombs. You love to see it. I love this little bomb push right here. It's very cute.
It's pretty difficult to get, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and
he's just yeah.
Yeah. The telescope. We've decided to start with telescopes so that we can see chests more easily and peek them. It's very nice for being able to see if you need to go get a chest or not, much more easily and from further away. Crane not really liking that bomb mail is useless. Advo, of course, starting everyone's favorite Zunari side quest. Oh, that's another one I forgot. You need 45 rupees to do Zunari, too.
Oh.
I always forget about that because I'm so not used to short side quests.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Moblin Slayer, I can't remember if Crane... Well, I didn't see Crane.
He did it. It was a piece of heart, yeah.
Well, then that's pretty useless. The chest type matches contents and the hints does make things a little more spicy because you end up with fewer hearts at the end, right? So, it's a little bit more of a sweat, right?
It's definitely like the low rupee count and the low hearts.
Yeah. You saw that kind of stuff a lot in the spoiler log tournaments where you had to properly manage all your resources because you weren't opening up any extra chests at all. It was all, if you were like, okay, I have to do Zunari, so you had to add in, you had to put in your route. When am I going to pick up 45 rupees to do Zunari? Or I have to buy the Beetle 20 rupee item. When am I going to pick up 20 rupees to go buy that from Beetle?
Yeah,
etc., etc. We even had a preset in the last spoiler log tournament with the Triforce charts being added in. So sometimes if you needed Triforce charts, you had to route in the 398 rupees for each one because you'd have to decode them. And you'd also would need to find one of the wallets too. So that was definitely interesting. Oh, we're finally going to get the critical information from Paw Print. Is everybody ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. I'm on the edge of my seat. Here it is. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Gonna be bait bag.
Oh, the chain continues.
That's it. Yeah, we just keep going. That's like 2 or 3. Two more checks, I think. 3 if you count bird speak, but we've already checked that one.
True. I kind of want it to be Boomerang, because that means that the Wind Temple item is in Forbidden Woods. And are we getting a Crane going into DRC here? This is a very interesting decision, because we don't have grappling hook. We don't have a bow. Usually you definitely want a bow. Going into DRC without grappling hook is doesn't really matter that much. But going in without bow definitely slows it down.
Koala is about to do something interesting here.
Oh, I wonder if
he's
going
going
to go for the super
he's
swim?
going to super swim, yes.
Oh,
so if you're photosensitive, he's just gonna sail. Okay, never mind. Don't. Doesn't matter.
We retract the warning. The warning has been retracted. You are unwarned.
You're unwarned. Do not avert your eyes. Keep watching.
Yes, definitely. Things are getting exciting.
So what he did was he took storage from top of Angular Isles, and he's sailing towards Earth Temple and just going to walk up the side.
The question I have is, it's hard to remember everything everyone's done, but did Koala peek the chest in the Angular Cave first?
Oh, I don't think he did.
Okay. That's something I would do if I was going to go to Angular. He did? Okay. It was dead? Okay, that's good. I'm mostly asking just because I didn't see it, so I didn't know if we're going to have to come back there or not, but we do not, so that's good.
It seems like top of Headstone is also just a chart, which means our bait bag chain is going to Needle Rock, I think.
We're narrowing down. Or the Big Pig. Yeah.
Big Pig. Yes, Big Pig is also still a thing.
True. What we got? Oh, there's a bow in DRC. Crane with the gold. Crane finding gold.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is a find right there. That's like the best thing to find in DRC at this point.
Yeah.
Well, from our perspective, because we know grappling hook isn't it. But bow that's going to be a small key. Crane's going to have the ability to full clear the everything except the big key chest. Although we know that's empty, don't we? Wasn't there a hint for that?
I don't remember.
We can go backwards. We don't have leaf or a bow. We can only do... Oh, well, we can, technically, but... Jesus.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit slower, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, Crane would have to do the jump slash, which he's definitely capable of doing. I don't know if he's going to.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think we're just going to go up the normal way and shoot for small key skip, is what it looks like. Which makes sense if you don't want to do the jump slash strat, just because the small key skip, because we have that DRC basement hint, we know that the small key is... All the small keys are going to be, not there, so you can get them all.
Yeah, and Gold Quiver has just yeeted the pig, so
awesome.
We're gonna have a look what that is.
The 50-50. Is it here or is it Needle Rock? If it's Needle Rock, that's a bit toxic, just because... Oh, Tubo, now that you've joined us, we should let you know, we did get a hint that said that it is Needle Rock. Wow.
Needle Rock.
There is a bow in a check called Ganon's Tower Maze Chest. I don't know if you've heard of that one or not, but
it's a bit of an obscure check.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know about it, so I don't even know where that's at, honestly. But yeah. Poor Advo going to be at a pretty significant disadvantage without bombs here in DRC, I think. And not I shouldn't say significant, but definitely having bombs allowed Crane to go through this in a much faster way. I've often said that in DRC, admittedly, if you have grapple, which I guess Advo does have that, so that's going to give a little bit of an advantage back. But I think having bombs actually speeds it up more than having grapple. True. It'll be interesting, though. I guarantee... Advo can do DRC fully backwards by going through the rope bridge room, since he has grappling hook. I'm imagining that's what he will do once he gets his bow here.
Mm-hmm.
Koala about to get their grappling hook in the mail.
Which would put him at a much better advantage in DRC, having bombs and grapple.
True. Yeah, the bottle was on top of Cabana, so... And we also had a hint that Cabana was, or Private Oasis was passed to Calademos, so grappling hook being behind the bottle that's there is a bit... We were talking about how that could potentially be the end of that logic chain. We're seeing everyone's favorite shoot down the platform. There it is. Did we get a path to Goma? We all missed the first hint.
That was probably the one for Goma.
Yeah. Windfall is path to Goma. Oh, that's about the most useless hint you could probably ever get. Honestly,
how many checks are on Windfall right now? Like 9 or more?
Probably like 17.
Oh yeah, short side quests and
yeah. So pretty much, which realistically, what it probably is Hookshot was there, and Hookshot is how you would get the bottle to get grappling hook. So that's probably what it was referring to. It doesn't have to be, but probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other thing we were saying is that the bait bag, which was what was in paw print, could also potentially lead to like just the iron boots, as well, since we just know it's path to Mulgara. But I really am kind of hoping it's Boomerang, because then we know that the item is in, what's that place called? Forbidden Woods. Yeah, that's the one. I think Crane just blew himself into the lava.
Ooh.
True. You can always leave one of those boss chests over there. We have gold about to go into DRC as well. They have their grappling hook, so they're going to have a decent time in here. No bombs, though, so they're going to be in the same boat as Advo as far as items have gotten. English. So items have gotten. Channeling my inner Big Bang Theory. And Koala learning that the chain continues.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know that chain leads us to Needle Rock. Unlikely to see. Well, I don't know about unlikely, but it's kind of one of those things you don't really want to go do until you find the fire and ice arrows. Yeah. But given we know one of our bows are in Hyrule, Ganon's Tower, Hyrule,
Yeah. Technically the same.
Yeah. It's kind of like you.
Yeah.
So you might.
I think Crane did peak Needle Rock when he was a great fish with the trading sequence. He went over there a bit, so I think he knows that chest is important.
Okay, that's good.
So as soon as he goes to paw print and, well, first of all, go grandma. Well, no, he first needs to go to Private Oasis. The screen goes back.
Keep going.
Yeah, it just keeps going backwards.
You're almost there. We gotta keep. Chain.
Keep going the sphere lower. Keep going.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Actually, that was. Well, wait a minute. That was actually. Oh, but wait a minute. No.
Man.
Yeah, I kind of like Koala's commit here, just because. DRC without a bow is just so it's just not what you want to do. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just not great. A lot of pears. Gotta like the pears. Yeet the pig, true. You love to eat it. Lechonk's evolved form, Lechungus.
Chungus. Oh man, the memes that spur from that trailer immediately. It's beautiful.
So happy for Lechonk. Me too. Lechonk is the great yeah. Okay, so Iron Boots is not what are or wait, no, it isn't. Okay. So now the other thing, bear with me here. We know Iron Boots are a DRC, but we probably knew that from Crane like 10 minutes ago, but I missed it.
Yes.
But
say
technically, the Needle Rock chest could also just be Skullhammer. Which,
God.
you know, in that case, Leaf would be somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah, it is somewhere.
Crane's about 5 rupees short. Or Koala, I mean, sorry.
Ooh, yeah. He's gonna...
They're about to get...
He's gonna be disappointed that he needs to pay 25 for that one.
You gotta break some pots.
Oh, he's going. Just enough.
We got it. We got it. Let's go. You'll love to see it.
Great pot RNG right there.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why when I do the Bird's Peak, I just get the rupees from both sides, even though it's a little bit slower. I like to make absolutely sure I have, you know, all of the things that I need. And one thing I will mention, I don't think Crane's losing any time over anyone on the trip back to DRC. He had the bombs that helped him out a lot. And he opened up the warp pot, so he'll just, whenever he gets his grappling hook, he can just go into DRC through the warp pot in Forbidden Woods whenever he decides to do Forbidden Woods. So I think, I don't really think that's going to be a big factor, really. So I think, I think Crane's going to be fine on that regard. We're going to get to see Zunari here. Okay. All right.
Is a shard? Oh, we got a hammer. Crane got a hammer.
Now we know from the wallet from wherever the hell that was.
That was one last check he did in DRC, probably.
Okay. Oh, so that's probably what Advo stored then? Yeah. Was that what Advo stored on the boss chest? Okay, cool. So yeah. So that means that the Needle Rock is what leads to Leaf, because we have Command Melody, we have Iron Boots, and we have Skullhammer and Hookshot. So
the only thing Bait Back can lead to right now.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. True, it doesn't have to be the Leaf, literally, but it does lead to the Leaf in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. So if what could be Needle Rock then? It could be Fire Ice, and then it could be like Fire Mountain or Ice Ring. That keeps going to get Leaf.
Well, the thing about Leaf being there is we have that the bait bag is the path to Wind Temple hint, and the only item left that's still in that chain that could be that would be an item path to Wind Temple is the Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're also, what else even could it be that's not literally the Leaf? Ghost Ship Chart, Picto Box, the other 2 letters. Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah. Seems right, at least.
Box letters.
I'm trying to...
Couldn't be Cabana. Could it be Cabana Deed?
Oh, it could be Cabana Deed. Because we have the hammer now. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Because Grapple is also available. Hammer was available.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh, God.
As of right now, all the items for DRC are fully in logic, right? So
yeah,
anything that we found in DRC, meaning Skullhammer, and obviously the delivery bag was in Diamond Steps. So yeah, that'd be interesting. Oh, is Koala?
Oh, we missed one of the bulbs.
That's rough. I hate. Crane realizing Bomb Island sucks. I did all this just for a lousy Tingle statue. We need to get t-shirts made.
Yeah, I went to Bomb Island and I like that was a lousy Tingle statue.
Oh man, that's amazing.
It'd be like a new model. Just Link with that
True.
T-shirt on.
True. Oh, there's a letter, so that's one less thing that can be a Needle Rock.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably just. Let's all be real. It's probably just the leaf, but you know.
Let's be hopeful that it's leaf.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it could be a bow. It could be the non-Ganon's Tower bow. You know.
Yeah.
Like, and then leaf is in Fire Ice or something.
Fire Ice, yeah.
We're going really far down the rabbit hole. Crane about to get.
Oh, Koala doesn't have enough rupees to send the letter. to send note to Mom.
That sucks.
Oh, you need 5 or 10 rupees for that, depending on where you are.
Yeah. Also at outset, you actually need 20 rupees.
Oh, it's the furthest you were from DRI, you were right.
Yep, you're absolutely correct.
Because that's where the mail service is, of course.
Mm-hmm. Crane has hammer, right? I think that he just hasn't tracked it on his tracker.
Yes. Otherwise, I don't think he would be storing or going for storage here.
Yeah. Oh, but he doesn't have grappling hook. So this is not gonna.
Oh.
This is not gonna go very well, Crane. He's gonna get in there, and then he's gonna realize, uh-oh.
And the thing is, the thing he's gonna store now is a bottle, which goes to Grandma, which gives him grappling. Yeah, I don't think he realizes.
So Note to Mom is another sword. I think that's what Koala just got, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fair.
Crane maybe is hoping this is grappling hook.
Oh, like a gamble to see if.
Yeah.
What he stores is grapple.
Yeah.
No, I think he.
Oh.
Right? Did he see the bottle though?
I hope so. I think that's what he was doing. He's like, if this is grapple, I'll find out anyway on the inside, and then we'll be good. If it's not, then we just leave.
He tracked the bottle, so he knows. He knows
okay.
The bottle.
Cool. Yeah, so he definitely wasn't. I definitely don't think he was forgetting that he didn't have grapple there. Definitely seemed like a calculated situation.
Yeah. Oh, Advo going to Needle Rock.
Well, we're finally gonna know.
Does he have? Yeah, he has bait back. Yeah, he's got a lot of pairs.
Yeah. Yeah, we're finally gonna gain the critical information.
Yeah.
Oh man, what if it's just Boomerang? That would be so funny.
Just Boomerang. But then, what would Boomerang lead you to get Leaf though? Like, because there's not really.
Oh yeah, you're right. It just can't be, can it?
It can't be. Leaf cannot be in Forbidden Woods then.
All right. So what's the funniest thing it could be then?
Cabana, I think. I think Cabana D would be.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think Cabana D is the best one left. Oh, you know what would be really, really funny though? What if it's just Picto and you could have just done Lenzo door cancel and got Leaf like an hour ago?
I think they door canceled and both chests were not.
Oh, really? They did that?
Spiking, yeah.
Oh, well, that shows how much attention I've.
Let's have a look. There we go. It's Leaf.
Okay. It's just.
That's the best case scenario.
Yeah, that seemed most likely. But, well, now what do we do?
Advo's going to Forbidden Woods, I think. So he's gonna.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep. There we go.
The Boomerang list Forbidden Woods, but that's okay because you have bombs, you have bow,
Advo does not have bombs yet.
Oh. Yeah, Advo, what are you doing?
Where were bombs again? Was that
Mila?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he didn't do that one yet. So that's gonna be interesting.
I respect that from Advo. I think it's completely fair to make that play. And even reasonable. Because while Lamila is a Sphere Zero check, most of the time, any individual Sphere Zero check, is going to be empty. Any individual check is always less likely to have something than it is to not have something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, poor Crane. Crane doesn't have enough rupees either.
Yeah, he's a rupee grinding on Great Fish, but it's just not the best place to grind rupees.
He just needs a couple more rocks. 2 more, Crane. 2 more rocks. You got them. Oh, I see a rock. The rocks grow back overnight in Zelda.
Yeah. Okay, 1 more. Let's go. Let's go.
Ah, there it is. Gaming. Oh, that looks spiky. You know what they say? You know what they say about spiky?
What do they say about spiky?
It's good.
It's good. Oh, I think Crane accidentally talked to Coral again. Unless he wanted to quickly check his hints again, but he's going very fast. Good.
True. I'm trying to think. Oh, Advo, pop it. Yeah.
So Taji is in Logic as well, right? Is in the race mode. Like, Needle Rock could still have been Nairu's Pearl. And then they would have gotten into Tower to, like, get their leaf or anything.
That's true. Although, Advo has Nairu's marked on his tracker.
He just got it in Forbidden Woods here.
Oh,
but Needle Rock could have still been the last Pearl to get into Tower.
Oh, that would have been... Yeah, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Leaf on, like, floating platforms room or something.
Oh yeah, like way up top.
All right, yeah, I can't believe none of us thought of that. Yeah. That's horrible. We're a disgrace to joke runners. So the interesting thing is going to be.
Okay, Crane is looking at this chest, mother and child, thinking, "Wait a minute, wasn't it Baron?" And then he saw Tingle, and then now he's realizing, oh, wait a minute.
You can see the look on his face. He's putting the pieces together.
He's really thinking about it. It's unfortunate you can't see face cam on stream, but it's really interesting to look at his face, the thought process he's going through.
You ever see the meme of the person like looking in the sky and there's all the numbers floating around their head? Yeah. That's exactly Crane right now. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? That's too funny. Oh, I don't believe in jinxing. So, see, we're good. That's unfortunate, Tuba. Well, let's see. Let's take stock. What do we still need? There's one Master Sword upgrade that we haven't seen from anybody yet, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We still need one more shard? Or no, it's Cyclos. I think
Cyclos has a shard.
Cyclos has one. And I think we found 3, haven't we? No, I can't remember.
Let's see. Yes, Koala has 3 shards, and this is his first dungeon I think he's doing.
Okay, you're right, yeah. So, the one on Cyclos is the last shard, which all our runners know about because of the hint. So we really just need 1 sword upgrade and 1 more bow upgrade, right? I mean... Oh, and nobody has a shield yet.
Oh.
What's going on with that? Yeah, good point. Good point, everyone.
Is a shield necessary to go into Hyrule, or
you need a shield to reflect Zelda's light arrow to defeat
Ganon?
Oh,
right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the only thing in the game that you need, or to beat the game that you need a shield for. if you're not counting like Jauhala without light arrows, or obviously if you need to go to Angular Cave, you need Mirror Shield to do that, but purely just beating the game.
You don't need Mirror Shield per se, just a shield.
Correct, yep.
Yeah, okay.
Hero Shield will do the trick against Ganon.
Okay.
It is good enough, as the kids say.
Oh, Gold Quiver going into Wind Temple.
Ooh, now that's bold. I respect
instead of Forbidden Woods, which is arguably a faster dungeon to do.
True. Yeah, it's definitely, as we call it in the business, a gamble.
A gamble, yeah. But I mean, he's got everything he needs for it. Does he have grapple already? Yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah. So from all of our perspective, there are only 2 missing items. Once you account for hints. 1 sword, 1 sword, 1 bow, 1 shield. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, none of our runners are even close to having that much collective information like those of us. That being said, it's still... We have those 3 items left to go, and we don't know anything about what's in Tatji or anything about what's in Wind Temple, so...
Right.
Yeah.
We're exploring Wind Temple right now. We're starting to. It's gonna be a mystery.
I would be absolutely shocked if Advo did not immediately go to Tower of the Gods here, personally, because I think it's probably no bombs. Well, yeah. I mean, he's got to go do Mila then, I guess.
Yeah.
He's not going to go into Wind Temple without bombs. You don't even usually want to go into Earth Temple without bombs. Didn't we get a hint for this? That it was nothing?
Crane has just picked up his bait bag, and he's thinking really hard about what it could be path to... What was it? Caladame? No.
Mulgara. Yeah.
So, he's going to Needle Rock, which is the correct choice.
Sure.
Because he saw that chest being spiky.
Yeah, the tough thing for Advo here is I just don't really see him going into Wind Temple with the items that he has. You know what I mean? It just is not good, you know? It's just not good. It's just not what you want to do, you know? It's not where you want to be in life. You don't want to be in Wind Temple with those items.
Yeah. You're straight up not gonna have a good time there.
True. Yeah, absolutely. So we really want the thing that will probably happen is on Advo's tracker, it probably looks like after doing after doing the Forbidden Woods and doing the Forest Haven checks, he's gonna have, if I'm viewing his tracker correctly, he's gonna have like 2 options. You know, and it's gonna be Wind Temple, 2 like main options. It's gonna be Wind Temple. He might even go to Angular after this in PK. But the main option is Wind Temple and then Windfall. And once he goes to Windfall, I don't think he's going to put off Mila any longer, and he's going to get bombs. And then once you get the bombs, it immediately becomes better to go to Tower of the Gods than Wind Temple.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, but look at this. What do we have here?
What is in the side? We have
Boomerang. Well, no wonder Forbidden Woods was empty.
Okay, but that means Goldquiver is going to be able to go through the Forbidden Woods just a tiny bit faster than Advo did.
True.
Because he doesn't have to do the door cancel or the storage thing.
And I can definitely say I don't think anybody else will. I mean, Crane, we can see Crane's going straight to Forbidden Woods right now. So and I don't think Koala will do Wind Temple first either. So
yeah.
Now the question is there anything else in Wind Temple? I mean,
that is the question.
That would be kind of crazy. What if Wind Temple's just cracked today? Yeah, true. In from Gold's perspective, at this point, you really want to find something at like the very end of Wind Temple, because I think at this point, anything he does in Wind Temple that doesn't, oh, that's another spiky thing. What is going on?
I think the Wind Temple play is a good play from Gold.
That's a Picto box.
Oh,
so that's interesting, because that could be bait, or it could be whatever the opposite of bait is.
Yes.
Not bait. That's
not
right.
bait.
Not bait.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is an interesting situation. That is not a spiky chest. Red herring. I like that. Good terminology. All right, let's see how. All right, Advo, you got this. Show us Orca Mail. We're all dying to know.
Okay, first turn to night. Get your other letter.
In my defense, on rolling the seed, I made the seed name. You all asked for this, so I was put in a situation.
It was in the small print. You cannot be held liable.
True.
Oh, it's just a treasury chart on Orca. Oof.
Okay, so was Forbidden Woods just nothing then? Did Advo get anything in there? Oh, the pearl, Nehru's pearl. That was
Nehru's pearl. I think that might be the only thing.
Yeah, and that was not locked behind the boomerang. So I think that puts Top G before some of Forbidden Woods. I don't know. This is getting crazy. Koala going for deed skip.
Yes, by storing the platform. Chest.
I'm wondering if the thought here is maybe that the bottle and the grappling hook might hopefully not have been the chain for the Mulgara hint. Because as soon as you get the bottle that gives you grapple there, that's your path to Calidamos, right? I mean, there does not have to be anything else at Cabana.
Yeah, exactly.
But there could be.
Could always be.
Yep.
It could also just be. It could just be hinted at that one, at the bottle, and then just have another sword or our bow in Cabana just randomly there.
True. And yeah, now we have 2 Pictos in Wind Temple. My prediction is that the Picto box, from what we said earlier, the 2 Lenzo checks were nothing, so that kind of makes me think that the entirety of the Picto will be nothing, especially given both are in Wind Temple. Obviously, we'll see, though. I'm imagining Gold's going to check those pretty much immediately.
I mean, there's one you need for the deluxe one, right?
Yep.
Which could be critical. You never know.
Man, Advo's going straight to Wind Temple and not checking Mila, not going to have bombs.
Okay.
I respect this commitment here to the commitment to the decision. It's so unfortunate that Mila had bombs. That's like incredibly unlucky for Advo. I mean, I don't know if you can get more unlucky than that. I was just gonna say, if I was in this point, I would have wimped out and given up on my pushback Mila by now and just done it.
Okay, so Koala's gamble, first one is nothing.
Yeah, I'm wondering how Advo is gonna do Wind Temple without bombs for bomb push storage. We'll see, though. So this is interesting, though. As the thing is, I think this makes Tachi better than Wind Temple, just given where Nehru's Pearl was and how early Leaf should have been. But I don't know.
So Cabana is completely empty.
Playing.
It was only top of waterfall.
Well, now Koala should know that the leaf is on Nidorak, or the thing that leads to leaf is on Nidorak. They have everything else.
Yeah.
So. Here we go.
Immediately going there.
Yeah, I respect this as a last location, just for this fact that this seed, maybe it's a little different because you know there's a bow in Hyrule, so waiting for Fire and Ice, you don't know when you're going to get that Fire and Ice. It's less likely to come because there's one less bow that you could happen across randomly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that makes it definitely riskier to put it off, especially when you know that bait bag is leading to something because of the hints, and you've done it literally all the other bait bag things and haven't gotten it. I think we did get a hint Fire Mountain was empty, right? So we don't have to worry about that one.
Right, yeah.
But Ice Ring, you know...
Ice Ring is still a possibility.
Yeah.
Or the cave in Needle Rock. That also requires fire arrows.
That's very true. We could get fire... oh, no, we can't. No. Don't listen. I don't know where.
I haven't heard of it.
Another spiky chest in Wind Temple. This is crazy. What is it?
Shield.
Okay,
shield.
It's a shield.
Wind Temple is loaded.
That's very good for gold. Well, I guess the shield is maybe not. There's another one out there somewhere. It could just be on Stone Tablet and Tot G, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, given that Advo also went to Wind Temple, it's not that bad for gold, I suppose. It depends on if anybody else goes to Wind Temple. Qual is heading to Wind Temple. I'm very confused. This actually makes no sense to me. The thing is, Forbidden Wood, like having Boomerang in Forbidden Woods is nice, right? But it does not speed Forbidden Woods up that much.
Yeah, no.
It's like, you know, it's good, you know. I'd rather have it than not have it, but I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go to Wind Temple first, just to try and have Boomerang for Forbidden Woods. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Tuba. I think it's just so fast. Even with, I mean, you have bow, you have bombs. It's so fast. It's like from 1 to 10, it's fast. And now we also know that, granted, the shield was here. I don't think there's enough checks left. Well, if the mini boss and the kill all enemies are the last sword and the other bow, then that means everything left, right, was in Wind Temple. But that's incredibly unlikely. Actually, we didn't even check the mini boss on Gold's side, so...
I think you did.
Oh, never mind, we did. And it was nothing, right?
Yeah, pretty sure it was nothing, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have Fire and Ice and we don't have another sword. So that means that the last item is either behind those Pictos, or it's in Tot G.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or I should maybe say the next one. We could unlock the Fire and Ice locations that we have to do those. That's not... Definitely check mini boss. Okay, cool.
Or we could go, you know, real bad, and Fire Ice is our maze chest.
Yeah, that would be pretty horrible. That would be pretty horrible. I mean,
I think I rolled a season 4 seed once with that being the case with Fire and Ice. Logically, Fire and Ice being in Hyrule at least, not maze chest, but Hyrule.
I've definitely had it happen to me before, so I believe you. Well, now I guess all that stuff we were saying about gold, you know, gonna be losing time, it being a gamble, it ends up being not even really much of a gamble, as everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, it's the play actually.
Yeah, it's just the meta. Wind Temple is just the meta.
But of course, they wouldn't be able to know that. But
true.
They all gamble. Well, I guess not all, because Advo did Forbidden Woods first, and Crane is also doing Forbidden Woods before Wind Temple.
That's true. Poor Advo.
It's a 50-50 gamble for our runners.
Yeah.
Split in the middle.
Advo's doing his own gamble of not doing Mila, which, again, respect.
But Goldcover also hasn't done melee yet, because he does not have bombs either.
Oh, they both went into Wind Temple without bombs. What is happening? This is a fun seed.
It's pretty interesting to think about the path hands and what leads to what. And
Gold got the unlucky head
Ooh.
didn't break. That sucked. You hate it.
Ooh, and it completely resets. Ooh.
That's weird. Oh, it's especially... Yeah, without bombs, killing those guys is just... Well,
yeah.
I don't think it was the heads. That's weird. I've never seen the Stalfos do it. At least it's always the stones for me.
Yeah.
At least we have Boomerang. Oh yeah, I guess I usually have light arrows, but... The stone also didn't work. That stone respawned too, so... I remember when I used to be able to do that room like that. Good times.
We're gonna have a lot of cat jams, I just realized. That's gonna be very nice. Because 3 of them are now in Wind Temple.
True.
We're gonna be cat jamming all the way through.
That is very unfortunate, too, by the time. Oh, it's another spiky chest in Wind Temple!
Wow. That's a fire eyes.
That's, well, that's...
Okay.
Well, damn. Top G is not looking good. Yeah, I mean...
It's gonna be a go mode Taji, which is regular Taji.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, I would not have done very well today on this one. But that's fine. I
think I would have also done Forbidden Woods, and then seeing that 3rd pearl, I would have gone Taji, which would have also been empty, and then then go to Wind Temple and realize, oh, it's just all in Wind Temple.
Yeah, I mean, I guess other thing at this point, the sword could still just be in Taji. It doesn't have to be behind the Pictos, but it's just you definitely had to full clear Wind Temple.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe for the sake of here's what we'll have to say too, but we just have to hope the sword is in Tachi Big Key Chest, and then it wouldn't have mattered for Uri, and we'll be fine. And that's just all it is. I think in the long run, you're gonna save more time on seeds just doing the Tot G first, just because Tot G Go mode doesn't save you any time, basically, versus getting to Go mode Wind Temple. But it makes sense. It definitely makes more sense in my mind from Advo and Gold's perspective, given they haven't gotten bombs yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Crane's route definitely makes a lot of sense all around. But yeah. You'd love to see the Wind Temple mini-boss.
Yeah, I would love to hear it as well. we'll soon hear it from Qualis.
True. I'm excited to hear everybody's thought processes. You got this, Crane, I believe. There it is.
Just as he paused, he thought, "Oh, it's not working. I need to equip bow," and then it works.
True. Oh, the arrow spam. Oh, you love to see it.
Stun lock him.
Yep, that's really always nice. That's so satisfying.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the thinking behind at least Gold and Advo is, okay, well, I really need bombs. And there's one check on Wind Temple that kind of can have bombs at this point. And there's like 15 in Wind Temple. Did I say Wind? I meant Windfall.
I think, yeah, you said Wind Temple first time, yeah.
Yeah.
But Windfall, yeah, like 1 or 2 on Windfall.
Versus like 14 or whatever in Wind Temple. Wind 1, Wind 2.
But I mean, it's a logical gamble of like, there's more checks there, so most likely bombs are there, and then they're seeing all these spiky chests and they're not getting bombs. So it's gonna be even more disappointing.
You go back and you finally go do Mila, you get bombs, and you go, I quit. FF.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Sim, the settings are Season 4, deduct subs, add in a 4th dungeon, add in short side quests, and add in the choral hints and chest type matches contents. And I don't think I've forgotten anything. Oh, we start with a sword and we start without a shield.
And we start with, I think, the songs already.
Oh, yeah. The songs, except Command Melody, and I guess Telescope, too, because, you know.
And maps and compasses as well from all dungeons.
True,
I think.
true.
So that it's only key checks within.
Yeah, and double magic. We do start with double magic.
Yeah. There we go. Gold is now going for his Wind Temple, which he doesn't. He's thinking bombs in there, I guess.
Maybe, I guess.
Oh my god.
Unfortunate. I probably, given that I got both the Pictos, I would have definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough. The thing about it is, like, you have to figure it. It's just like you got all the stuff from Wind Temple. When you go to Wind Temple early like that, you know, you kind of just sort of have to like commit to Wind Temple. You know what I mean? In concept of like. Yeah, the seed is just pretty bad. I think this is a bad seed. I hate whoever rolled this seed. They're like the worst person I've ever seen in my life. Imagine being that cringe.
Well, I'm glad you said it. Oh, that's a nice peek that Gold did there.
Yeah, I think they were talking about that in the Discord the other day. That's the first time I've seen it, actually. I didn't get a chance to watch the video.
So he got storage in the entrance. Took the first chest, and then just looked up here, and then you can immediately just go up. That's really cool, actually.
Yep, you can peek the lower chest too. That one's easy. We had synchronized item get. That's all right, I'm gonna say it again. I'll be shocked if Crane doesn't go to Touch. Plandos are fun. Just ask Tuba how much fun Plandos are. Crane getting his Baito sword.
Yeah. He's equipping iron boots.
If he goes to Wind Temple too, I'm just gonna. I don't even.
He's going Wind Temple.
Oh my god! Did I miss something?
I mean, he did Forbidden Woods already. Yeah. So I think putting off Taji for last, because it's just the same amount of time almost that you spend there, however many items you have.
Yeah,
I think that might be more logical.
We had to have missed a hint, because like, oh, it's probably the Wind Temple. It had to be that we missed a hint. Wind Temple kill all enemies is one of the. Isn't that an always hint or something, Tuba? Like, isn't that an always hint? They had to get that hint. Yeah, I think it's a sometimes hint. All right, back to the VOD.
Check those hints.
Check the VOD. We're going to the VOD. There's no way.
It's probably. I mean, I guess Taji was never hinted, so and Wind Temple was, I guess, or an item check Wind Temple was. So that must have, that must influence their decision for going Wind Temple.
It had to. It literally just has to. It literally just has to be. That's the only. It's the only thing that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Who do I need to get ahead? Where are we? I went too far. Okay, I'm about to find the information. Don't worry.
Are we in no mode? Do we know where our last sword is then?
I think we have a sword still, don't we?
Yeah, we still need a sword somewhere. Yeah.
Windfall is gold.
Which is probably in Taji because it's, or on Windfall because it's nowhere in Wind Temple. Let me know.
There was not a Wind Temple hint, so I just watched back through the hints. So yeah, I have no idea.
Not even an item check of like.
No, not one. The DRC big key chest is a small key. That's one that we missed. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what the reasonings are. Is it if it's literally just not having boomerang? That's very strange to me. But I guess it's. I mean, it's one of those things to where I could see it if like one runner went to Wind Temple. It's like, oh yeah, for the beams. But they all did. Literally everyone did. It's like, did they plan this? Like, are we being punked or something? Like, what's going on? Like, are they all in voice chat and they're all like, hey, you guys know what would really be great to just fuck with the restream? We just all just go to Wind Temple.
I'll go to Wind Temple before doing.
Some of us before Forbidden Woods even.
Before Forbidden Woods.
That doesn't.
So
that's just crazy.
Gold went Wind Temple before Forbidden Woods. Advo after. Koala also after. Crane also after. Yes.
Koala hasn't gone to Forbidden Woods.
Oh no, yeah, he hasn't.
So Koala and Gold were the no Forbidden Woods people, and Advo and Crane both did Forbidden Woods.
Advo is doing his elemental arrow check now. Yeah.
True. Advo, it makes sense. Crane, you got bombs. You need to be in Tot G right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it is an online co-op. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah. I agree with Tuba. Advo isn't gonna get teased.
What is Creeb going to have? Creeb only has the beam charts, 23.
Yo, thanks, Creeb.
Also, get your cat chams out. We are.
Advo is about to. Advo about to get the bad news. Oh, Advo. Imagine if you would have done this an hour and 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot about the cat jam. Advo. Does Advo have that as an emote on his channel? That'd be so funny. I wish Advo had face cam on. That would be so. I want to see. I really. It'd be so funny.
Here we go. Here we go. Bombs.
Got to do like the shield spam thing, right? Be like.
Nope. He's not doing it.
Too focused.
Yeah. No time. No time for shield spam.
True. We've got a race to win.
Zunari's got shard.
Well, that's where one of those was.
Yeah. So we still have Cyclo Shard and Taji Shard for Advo. So I'm pretty sure he didn't do Cyclos yet.
That's a good point, Tuba. Yeah, Advo could feel ahead because he's probably thinking, well, everybody else that had bombs should have went to Taji first. But this is not what happened. Let's sell Advo. Except for Gold. everyone had bombs. Everyone had leaf, except for Crane. They all went Wind Temple first, and Advo's gonna be like, "Say what? What now? What's this?" Quala's going to Forbidden Woods now.
Yeah. Gold is back in Forbidden Woods. Didn't he? Oh, he didn't beat the boss yet. Oh, because he didn't have boomerang or bombs, so he could not.
Oh, so Gold did go to Forbidden Woods first, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He did, yeah. We're giving him. All right, I have to apologize. I have to apologize to Gold.
Ooh.
So the only one we have to bully is Koala, then, right?
Okay.
And Crane. Oh yeah, Crane. Yeah, Crane. Just for a different reason. Yeah, that's true. He was right. Crane because he had bombs and everything for Taji and went to Wind Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Write that down. We need to believe for what reasons.
I mean, Gold still doesn't have bombs.
No, he still has not gone to Windfall. Like he after Wind Temple, he immediately went like, okay, I have boomerang now. I can defeat Calademus.
Dude, my thought process would literally be, I did Wind Temple, which I would have felt like would have been super risky. I did it first, and I need to I got all these Picto boxes, so I should probably use them and kind of hope that that's what they are. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Here you go, Advo going for his shard. Also, the fact that they know it's a shard, they could just put it off until like pretty much the last moment or whenever they can perfectly route it in. So that's also interesting.
True.
And so after he got this, now he's gonna go to Taji and hope a sword is there, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I think he's done all his windfall checks with Pictobox and stuff, so.
Yeah, as an interesting thing here for Advo, Advo actually appears to be reasonably ahead of like everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, he's got Ice Ring open. Yeah, okay.
Does have an Ice Ring up, true. So, yeah, I think
probably like the last overworld checks with fire, ice, arrows.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't want to. Like if one of those is sword, you can definitely go like just go mode Tachi, however you go mode.
Yeah. You're at the point now to where you only have 3 overworld locations left, really, so and you only need 1 item, so it's really just guessing at this point. There's not really any way to know where to go or what to do, so and you can save more time by getting to skip all of or, you know, I say all of, but, you know.
Most of Tachi.
Most of Tachi. Because, yeah, it's tough, because I can definitely see some merit to... One thing I've done in the past, too, is go into Tachi and just clear all the really fast stuff on the first floor, because you know you're going to need to do that anyway, because you need a small key, right? So you could, if you find the thing you're looking for while doing that, then you know, then you're in a good spot, right? You know, because you're just done. But floor 1 is really fast, so you can pretty comfortably, because most people save warp out of the left side after you do the skulls room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since most people save warp after there, you're save warping back to the entrance to the dungeon, right? So you can pretty easily just leave, and you could go here and check like Ice Ring or whatever, or another overworld check if you only have 1 or 2 left, and then you could, in theory, just soft reset back into Taji if you really wanted to.
And Ice Ring was empty, as it seems.
Yeah.
Or is it what is Advo do?
Oh, did
Is he going back in?
Is he second? second guessing himself, thinking maybe it was Spiky, or thinking he might have not remembered.
Or did he drop down?
But... Oh, he's getting chest storage. Oh, we're gonna do deed skip, maybe?
Oh. Oh yeah, that's relatively close, that's true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I see.
This makes sense. Unfortunate it's empty, but... Got it second try. You take those. Slip. Oh! Yes. The ice is just rude.
Slide away.
True. Slip sliding away. Alright, 2 cabana.
Which we know is empty, so...
Yeah.
I think Gold is finally going for his bombs. It's nighttime, he's going to Windfall.
Finally realizing, you know, there's this check here that I could have done right from when I started the seed. No matter how much it sucks. JK lols, I'm sure. No. I would have done the same thing, at least for the first 45 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
But I definitely would have checked this before going into Wind Temple, I think. The thing that, you know what really is just going to happen, right? What's going to happen is just that the last sword is going to be on the big key chest in Tot G, and none of it will have mattered, right? That would be the poetic thing. That would be... Yeah, that would be... Yeah. Oh, we're on the tree? Lol. But the thing about the randomizer is, sometimes it's not really poetic from a justice standpoint, and more from an ironic standpoint, so...
Yeah.
As the saying goes. What if the Master Sword is Master Sword Chamber? Well, that would be hilarious, but we did get a hint at the beginning that said that Hyrule was no dice, barren.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tuba. It's... At that point, you're saving like a minute, if even that, in Tot G, so... Gotta love the rats. So actually, I may have misspoke earlier. Advo and Koala are a little bit closer than I think. I mean, because Koala had already done Cabana. Don't have to do Calademos, but also Advo does have Ice Ring over Koala, and I'm guessing Advo is going to also check Nidorak just because it doesn't make a ton of sense to leave just one check left in the overworld. But I could be wrong. Advo may have decided, I'm just not going to go back to Nidorak because fuck that place. Yeah, I agree with Tuba. Advo is still ahead. It's going to depend on if Koala decides to do all of the overworld or rush into Tot G. And also, assuming that the sword is at the end of Tot G, if Koala decides to just go into Tot G, it'll be super close. If Koala clears the overworld, then and the sword is in Tot G, then it's going to be about the same. Yeah, Gold is definitely close. Gold just has to do Tot G and Cyclos. Has Gold done Cyclos?
No, it has not.
Okay, so... And then Crane is also... Crane is already done with Forbidden Woods as well. That's worth noting. Almost done in Wind Temple. Koala making quick work of that giant plant thing. Ooh, did Gold do Zunari? That's a good question. That I don't remember.
I don't think he did yet, actually.
I might have to count the shards.
I'm not sure. No, I think he's missing one. Yeah, he needs to do one dungeon and Cyclos, and then he misses one, so that's Zunari, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, he didn't get the item yet. Okay. He did trade, but...
Okay, so he's going to get that right now.
That makes sense, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
Where is he going?
has Koala done Cyclos? Because that's also going to be something that my guess is no, because Koala definitely knows that. Okay, so Koala still has to do that, whereas Advo has already done that.
Yeah, Advo is basically looking for his sword right now. His last
and we
sword.
know now for sure it's in Taji because Advo did go check
everything else.
Needle Rock, and it was empty. So yeah, Advo has cleared the rest of the game. So we do know our sword is in Taji somewhere. So it's going to come down, and it looks like Koala is going to commit to at least some of the overworld. We're going to Ice Ring. This makes a lot of sense, I think, right now.
Like finding that sword before going to Taji is just an obvious thing to do. Like you want that sword before Taji, hoping it's not in Taji, because then otherwise you need to just clear all of Taji or looking for that one.
So yeah, definitely. And I think so at this point it seems as though it's basically Advo's race to lose, I would say, given that it looks like Koala's committing to Overworld. Advo definitely has a lead going here. So we'll see what happens. There's still a lot of game left, a whole dungeon really, so anything can happen. We know that the Tower of the Gods mini boss chest is not going to be the sword. So
that's good, because that's a bit of a cutscene to go through.
Oh, true. Yeah, getting to skip it completely is really nice.
A Darknet taunting you.
There's a lesson to learn here, and that's always skip Mila. True, I agree. Wait for Picto, because then you can do it. Or Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice is fine. Fire and Ice or Picto, and you're good.
There we go. Gold now has his final shard, really, because he knows where the other two are.
Yep, and just needs to find out where that last sword is. We all know, of course. Oh, wait a minute.
That's Japan.
Oh, we got jebaited.
That is a big debate. Holy shit.
Everyone's gonna get jebaited by that.
Yeah.
Because you've forgotten that deed even exists at this point.
Exactly.
You've already done Cabana. It's just like, bye. For the interview, write that down. I wonder if you went mega fast if you could do Creeb and Lenzo storage. I think you can too, but I think you definitely can. You can definitely do both. You can't. I don't think you have enough time to talk to Creeb and store the door, but you can do. You can turn on the lighthouse and store Lenzo's door. Yeah, hop across could be a thing too, I suppose, if Koala elects not to hop across the boxes. The thing is, it's pretty, with CTMC and Fire and Ice arrows, it's pretty easy. Because you can just shoot the fire arrows over and then see if you need to go check it or not. So.
Yeah. Like so. And you don't need it.
It's a small key, yeah.
Or a big key. Could still be a big key.
Oh yeah, true. I'd probably grab it.
Yeah,
because I hate doing the big key skip. So Koala's not going to do Needle Rock, it looks like. So that's definitely going to help them. But Advo is still ahead. It actually was the big key. Yeah, so that could help that could also help Advo if Koala elects to skip hop across, which, if you want my opinion, I think skipping the hop across is not good when you only have one go mode item left.
Yeah.
Because it can be anywhere. I agree with you.
Especially with CTMC, like you just look at it and like you don't even have to go across before. If you have fire arrows, of course, because otherwise that would be.
Yeah, and when you just have one. Yeah, with just one item left, it's too likely that one item can just be literally anywhere, right? So. It might also depend on who the rats and the geese like more. This one, the Beamos maybe also. They held grudges, I think. The thing is, it's Crane in Dungeon Rush mode, because I'm realizing Crane just needs to do Cyclos and... Oh, nope, Crane is not Dungeon Rush mode. I was thinking Crane could go do... You could do, if you're Crane, you could go Windfall to Northern Triangle for Cyclos, and then if you are feeling Dungeon Rushing, you could just go straight into Tot G, and then Crane wouldn't be that far behind either.
Yeah.
But we have 3 of our runners. They're all in here. We're in Tot G. You know, we're doing it. We're doing things.
Crane is gonna light the lighthouse from the bottom.
Yeah, that's pretty spicy. I think I agree with what Tuba's saying, because we're already. If it's not in this check here, yeah. I mean, Stone Tablet, right? That's basically the last one that it could be to where Tot G first versus Wind Temple. Yeah, that's the only... If it's not Stone Tablet, then I think it would have made little difference going to Tot G or Wind Temple first or second. Yeah. So, yeah, otherwise this sucks, true. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But, you know, it happens. I guess that's part of the fun. Some people like to be tortured. That's why we have random settings.
Gold Quiver is leaving Tot G.
Ooh, okay. You know, I approve of this strategy too. I think you can... I think checking the first floor
He's got Cabana deed, and he has not checked Cabana yet.
Ooh, okay, that's spicy.
So now he's thinking like, okay, just quickly check Cabana. If my sword is there, I can just continue. Like, I think it's a logical choice if he didn't do deed skip.
Yeah. Did Gold do the fire ice checks? Do we know? The ice ring and needle.
He went to ice ring. I don't know if he went to needle rock actually.
Okay. Because if this is his last overworld, then he could just open both the chests, and then if it's nothing, just soft reset, right? And then you're just back in Tot G, which is definitely a sneaky play. I like that after doing the first floor of Tot G, for sure. Koala also did hop across. Okay, so there's no time difference makeup there. So there's the mirror shield, but we know Angular was dead, so that's just another. At least it wasn't in a. This scene sucks, true. At least the mirror shield wasn't in a chest, right? So we didn't have the bait. The mirror shield bait. We weren't all tricked and shenaniganized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point, at least, I don't know how you and Tuba and our other runners check. I just do the statue. I don't bother with the bomb thing anymore. That bomb trick saves like 6 seconds, if even that. If you get it first try, it saves like 6 seconds. But the statue is like the freest thing you'll ever do in Wind Waker Randomizer. So I just do the statue. You are correct, Momo. We just need that last Master Sword, the one that breaks the barrier, the sword, the little light, the one. Sword. We need that little light, that little yellow light to pop on right there, right on the B button. That's all we're looking for. And then we can go and finish the game, like the gamers we are. We can put the sword in Ganon's face. Pretty epic. Epic gamer moment, as they say. We are doing soft reset strats. Yeah. I love it.
It's a good strat.
I like that play. I think it's good from Gold's end if you're trying to mitigate risk. I approve. Oh, Advo, no.
Ooh.
You got this, Advo. I believe in you.
Wait, where was Mirror Shield actually? I must have missed that.
Stone Tablet.
Oh, okay. Stone Tablet.
Yep. It's the trickery. True. Oh, there we go. All right, that's another spot where Koala could pick up some time if they're able to get that trick first try. Oh, Advo, no. True. How does Ganon do that? How do you survive when a sword goes right through your face? I don't understand. I don't think I would be able to make it through that. Although I'm not a swordologist, so...
A swordologist? Where can you even study swordology?
That's a great question. Maybe somewhere in in England, right? That's where King Arthur and like the Knights of the Round Table were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe somewhere there. They probably have like a knight school. They still knight people, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where I would go then. They would know about the swords.
And then you can officially say that you studied the blade, and then.
True. I gotta get myself back ready. That's a Skyrim reference, right?
I think
Skyrim
so.
thing. Study the blade.
While you were something like, while you were sleeping, I was studying the blade or something. I don't know.
That makes sense. I could be wrong. If somebody in chat knows the right answer and I'm just a fool, just feel free to let me know. But is it this one? Oh, this could be it. Is there anything else? It's an extra bottle, right? No, it's the sword.
No, there it is.
All right, so Tuba and I would have done floating platforms room still that everybody else is going to get to skip. So that's not really that bad, I don't think.
So Adho is in go mode.
Yep.
Still a bit no mode because the lights are still in the maze, but he still needs to just finish the dungeon and go down there.
It's effectively go mode.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we're not there, but we're there, but we're not, but we are. Like, Advo knows it.
It's a quantum no mode. That's
true. True. Yeah. It's like we're in a superposition of two seeds. Yeah, I mean, so the thing about the seed is, apart from the light arrows and maze chest, which is super mega ultra cringe, it's not really, think about it, it's not really that bad, right? You can get the bombs super early, you know. I mean, yeah, there was some stuff in Wind Temple, but the bow was at the end of Wind Temple, the sword was at the end of Tot G. It's just a full clear seed, which, you know, I mean, you never like those, but it's like the logical... Obviously, there was the long chain to get Leaf, but I mean, even that wasn't too bad because you're going to clear all those places anyway, right? So,
yeah.
The double dip on paw print is a little rough just because, I guess, while it wasn't required by any means because there was only one thing in paw print, it's still, you never want to double dip. Yeah, I agree with Tuba. It's pretty mid. Pretty mid. I mean, obviously... The Hyrule light arrows, the maze chest light arrows suck, but when you're told about it right at the beginning, it's kind of like, okay.
It's a bit of a relief, or not a relief, but like, yeah.
It's like, at least you know, right? Yeah. At least you know. When knowing isn't that to say knowing is half the battle. So, at least you know. Well, Advo coming up on the finish line here. Koala about to be in whatever mode you want to call it. Some kind of mode.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have gold.
That's still a spiky test as a... Oh, Maggie's letter was still a thing, but we know... that also could have still been a bait.
Oh yeah, true. We forgot about that one. That could have even been where the sword was, I guess. If it was behind Maggie's letter, then that actually means that it didn't matter at all going Tatjir versus Wind Temple because, yeah, obviously it wasn't. So, more just speaking in hypotheticals. But...
Ghost Chip Shard, we have no idea where that one is.
Oh yeah, what happened to that? Somebody stored it, like, no, I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
Maybe it's...
I don't think so.
Is it... It's got to be in the floating platforms room, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Tuba makes a good point. It could be somewhere foolish, like Islet of Steel or...
Oh, yeah. Or like from Maggie's letter or Malblin's letter. Well, we would check Malblin, I think, but Maggie could still have it.
Crescent Moon was barren, so it could be there. Or Hyrule could be there. Could be on Ankle. Nobody checked Ankle because of the mother and child hint being barren, and it had a Tingle statue, so...
Did we in the end get all the Tingle statues? It seems like it. Yeah, we got all 5 of them. Although Crane only has 4, it seems, unless he hasn't tracked it. Continued to track it because he knows.
That's possible. I know some people, once they get to this part of the game where they like know that they just have to full clear like Taji per se, and they don't have to like go anywhere else, then they just stop tracking.
Yeah.
And their tracker's just incomplete. Which drives me crazy because I have like this OCD thing going where I can't do that. My tracker has to be in pristine condition.
Yeah.
But yeah. We've all been there.
Advo has beaten Godin. About to pick up his last shard.
Yeah, I guess not really much left to say now.
Yeah, that's the seed is over.
Kind of a wrap. It's just the end game.
We're just waiting for everyone to collect their last sword and the last shard, and then go get their bow, basically.
Yeah, true. And oh no, Crane! No!
Crane.
So sad.
And now he has to wait for the cycle of the platforms.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
There we go. We're going into Hyrule.
Hyrule. Everyone's favorite place.
Unless you need to collect a bow all the way at the bottom.
Oh, true, yeah, fuck that. That's trash.
Nope, Gold knows what he needs to do now. He's got his last sword.
Yep, just finish up the dungeon and then leave for Hyrule. Hyrule, which contains all the secrets. Well, one of the secrets. A secret.
Not even
Light
a secret.
arrows are there.
Not even a secret because our boat told us that it was there. So,
does that mean that the King of Hyrule like snuck into Ganon's tower and like peeked the chest? And if so, why didn't he just like get the light arrows and just bring them to us?
Give it to us, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
just at the start. Just here you go.
Think about Zelda lore. Oh no, I'm thinking about it.
Let's pull up the timeline, shall we?
Oh god. Not the timeline. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Anything but the timeline. I think I'm gonna be sick.
So Koala has finished Tachi. It's really close though. They're really close,
true.
Behind each other.
Puppet Ganon could make all the difference, or forgetting to pass through the maze.
just forgetting you need to go through maze, but I don't think they're gonna forget that.
Yeah, that would. You're gonna sit there and like, why isn't Phantom Ganon spawning in? What's going on? Oh yeah. Don't try and roll in this room.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
the
Advo knew.
the note.
Yeah.
Our boat telling us
Yep.
there's something wrong with this room.
What's going on? True, yeah, the timeline is just fake
Yeah.
news. Crane getting the mirror shield, thinking, oh yeah, that's a thing.
That's the thing.
Forgot that exists. Thank you, mirror shield.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking Gold
no.
Gold didn't get the hop across, he just skipped it. Probably thinking like if it's a key or a big key, I can just skip it.
Sure.
And so he's doing it. I thought he almost thought he was gonna forget. So.
Oh yeah, that would have been not ideal. Advo, the first one to claim the ultimate reward.
Our logical light arrows.
Yeah.
Vanilla light arrows.
True. Gonna up on some magic.
Koala has broken the barrier as well.
And we get to see the fabled big key skip in the tower key skip big.
Get
and we
rid
get
of
to stab the bird.
Get rid of any and all distractions.
True.
Make sure wind is correct.
Chocobo, so that's a good question. It wasn't me.
Okay. Oh god, somebody gave a bird a sword.
The old bird sword, eh?
There we go. Advo going into Papa Cannon's room. Let's see. Ooh, missed the first shot. That's alright.
True. We got 29 more arrows. Oof.
Papa Cannon just moving out of the way.
Nice. First question for Advo. Advo, how does it feel to have full cleared everything? Did it feel good?
Actually did full clear everything, didn't it? Yeah.
Just those 2 checks in top G, I guess, but like, I mean, that even count?
Basically full clear.
Crane was pretty excited to get the sword. That's good. You love to see people get excited.
While solving puzzles.
This is one of those scenes too where it's really unfortunate for the trackers, right? That like is you don't get a break when everybody's in Hyrule. You gotta keep watching. You got one more button to click.
Yeah, there's one more. Can't click it yet. Can't do that yet because they don't have it yet.
Sure. Advo finishing up phase 2. You love to see it.
Koala getting his lights now.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, phase 3. Coming at you.
Straight at you. Oh.
Yep. Right into your living room. Or off, depending on where your computer is located.
Of course, as soon as you throw the bomb, the worm just decides, nope, not going to the bombs.
Yeah, it's just like, later. Boom. Splody.
Oh, are we gonna go?
We're going for it.
Dash shot.
Oh,
no.
Not quite.
That's a drop
This PG.
shot, isn't it?
Yeah, this PG3 has given Advo quite the time. The real flex. Oh, no, I was gonna say I saw Koala had 9 arrows, but I didn't realize they have that still go all the way up here. So I was gonna say the real flex would be to not get any more arrows and just go into PG with 9 and be like, yeah, get ready, guys.
3 for each. Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
We have just passed the 2-hour mark, which is it's interesting because we got 4 dungeon race mode, we got a short side quest, we got a lot of checks basically, and still a 2-hour seed, which is not too bad for settings wise.
Yeah, we even had light arrows and high rolls.
Yeah,
which is super cringe. I don't know why they put those there. I have to talk to the manager.
I thought this was supposed to be a randomizer. How did this happen?
Bro. This scene was just so weird. I'm almost in shock by the strangeness.
Ooh, Advo got hit. You need to drink your soup again.
You don't like to see getting hit.
Yeah, soup up.
Oh, Crane is doing big key skip as well. Must have also elected to not check hop across. I can respect that.
Advo is nearly ready for the last shot.
Yeah, are coming up on time for Advo. The reflection.
And the parry. And that would be time for Advo. GG.
GG's to Advo, finishing with a time of 2:01:55. Great race by Advo. Kind of the only criticism I guess I have is he took a really long time to get bombs. I think generally you want to go get bombs pretty early, but Advo was like, nah, I don't want to play with bombs. I'll just get those last. Who needs bombs, really? Even?
Who needs bombs? And who knows where they are, really?
Yeah. Crane is Crane was making me sweat there. Not gonna lie.
He keeps going up.
Yeah.
Is that how high you need to go? Okay. Oh.
Yay.
Scary. But he got it. Yeah, he's got it.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen what happens. Tupa and I both have seen what happens when you're too close to that door frame there. Whew. It can get you.
Paula now climbing up.
I forgot to put my GG in the chat, so I did it slightly late. Now we just have to wait and see if we'll be joined for an interview by Advo.
Let's see.
I assume yes. Usually Advo does interviews, but
yeah. We'll just wait.
Might not be feeling it today. Did have to go do Maze Chess. You never really want to see that. That's pretty horrific, honestly. It's usually just kind of like, when that happens, you just kind of want to go take a nap, I think.
That's true.
And our third collector of light arrows on Restring. Where were fire and ice? Wind, temple, kill all enemies in the basement. Yeah, no problem. We're here to help.
So Koala, second phase. Yep, Zelda waking up.
Looks like we are getting Advo in for an interview here.
Right with us. And GG for Koala as well.
GG's to Koala, finishing with a time 2:05.14. GG's. And we're joined by Advo. Welcome in, Advo. GG's. Welcome. Congratulations.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah. We only have one question for you, really. Actually, that's not true, but I have one specific question for you. So my only concern with your routing is why did you wait so long to get bombs?
Okay, so I hate Mila.
No, Tuba and I were both saying we probably would have done like the same thing.
I usually actually stall Mila until I fire and ice, and can do creep on the side.
How did that work out? Getting fire and ice so late.
Oh yeah, the fire and ice placement though.
Those weren't great. I will admit. The leaf was also not great.
Yeah, leaf was a trip for sure. GG's Koala, welcome on in.
Welcome.
GG's.
GG.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I heard you talking about leaf as I got in. I wish earlier I had continued the thought of bait bag is path to Mulgara. Except command melody was also in BPR, so I just assumed that was the only path at that point.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's something we didn't really think about, did we?
True. It's not. Yeah.
After I did Big Pig, I looked on my tracker because I was using sphere tracking just because it helps me keep track of where things were. And I looked on my tracker. I was like, "What was in BPR?" And I saw command melody. And if it had been nothing, I would have immediately gone to Needle Rock.
Yeah.
I didn't need, I'm not even thinking about anymore that BPR vanilla is locked behind bait bag.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Kind of helped me out, I guess.
Yeah. But because of that, I went a really long time without that leaf.
Punished for being smart.
That first bow was troll as hell.
True. That was horrible.
I was so mad when I spent so long looking for that bow.
True. It was kind of weird.
We were over here freaking out, kind of, because literally, Advo, you, and I guess Gold too. You two were the only people that went to Forbidden Woods before Wind Temple. Ooh, we got a Trog shot. That was.
I went to Wind Temple before Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, everybody. We were like,
yeah.
Crane did too. Crane did Wind Temple first too, and we were like, "What is going on? Nobody goes to Wind Temple before Forbidden Woods. What is happening?"
I probably would have gone there. I might have gone there first if I had bombs.
Oh, I had bombs already.
I did Mila after I don't know. I had 3 overworld islands left.
Yeah. Advo did all of DRC, all of Forbidden Woods, all of Wind Temple, 95% of the overworld, and he's like, "All right, fine, I'll do Mila." That's literally what it was like.
I did Mila on my first trip to Windfall.
Yeah, that was the play.
I don't think I will ever do that.
Yeah.
Even after this.
It doesn't deter you.
I will. Birds Peak Rock and Forest Haven both gave me so much anxiety.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened on BPR, but for Forest Haven, so Advo, when I was taking the very last bulb, I didn't have leaf yet, so I had to go through all the bulbs. And the very last bulb, I just didn't make it to the last bulb somehow.
Oh damn!
So I fell all the way.
Oh yeah.
I not only did I fall all the way down, I didn't see what was up there. So if it had been nothing, I still would have climbed all the way back up.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Good thing it was at least hard required, I suppose.
Was it? I don't remember what Baito's mom gave us.
There was a shard, right?
It was a sword.
Oh yeah, or a sword. Yeah, it was
or a sword. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Good thing you went back up.
Yeah.
Well, because at that point, I had already kind of committed, because I was desperately searching for a bow or at least a leaf for DRC at that point. And I had already hard committed to checking Forest Haven, so I was like, I'm sticking to my guns.
No, that makes sense. I don't think anybody had leaf in DRC in this one.
Yeah.
I think everybody got like the a lot of people. Crane didn't have grapple. Crane went in before getting the bottle, but opened the war pot and just finished Goma after in Forbidden Woods. And gold finishing now, the time of 2:10:08. GG's.
10:08. GG.
But yeah, Crane did that, but everybody else did got the bottle, got the grapple, and then some of you had bombs first. Obviously,
I think it was Advo and Gold were the last ones to get their bombs, and like very late as well.
At least with like CTMC, it's like usually bombs speed up Forbidden Woods quite a lot because you can store like all the chests. But with CTMC, you can at least like skip most of the chests anyway. So like the route where you literally store like 4 chests in it isn't like as powerful.
Well, even with bombs, there's only one chest I usually store in Forbidden Woods where bombs come into play.
I sometimes store like an S4. I sometimes I went to Vine Maze, stored the right chest there, and then stored the Behind the Seeds.
Oh yeah, Behind the Seeds is the one I do. If I was gonna store something on that side, I'd probably do Morth Pit most of the time.
Yeah, the only other one I sometimes use bombs to store is sometimes Double Mothula for like skip if I need that. That's pretty situational.
Yeah.
That's pretty situational.
Also, welcome on in Gold and GG's.
Yes, GG's Gold. You're also in the category of people that we need to ask, why'd you take so long to get bombs? What was up with that?
You want to bash the checks together, right? Neela is just...
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud.
Advo did like the exact same thing.
I'm pretty happy that I got through Wind Temple fairly smoothly without bombs. But yeah, I think it was an hour and a half that I got them. It was rough.
My Wind Temple was clean as well, pretty much. Except like, I guess the spike room can't get any better, I feel like, without bombs.
Yeah.
I will say, hints really helped me out this seed, because without hints, I probably would have full cleared the overworld before going into Tot-G. But because we were just talking the other day about how things with more checks that are barren are more likely to be hinted barren, when I finished Wind Temple and was a pearl and a sword from Go mode, I was like, I'm dungeon rushing. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. True. It's a good thing we got that information from Tanjo. I think the actual math is it's based off of the square root of the total number of checks in the location is how it's weighted. So yeah, the more checks in a location, the more likely it is to be.
Why are we putting math in this randomizer?
I think one thing I really found interesting this time was I went to Mother and Child to get a fairy and I saw that it was a spiky chest, but it was hinted as barren, so I'm really curious to do that. You open it up and you can see.
I did open it because I wanted to know what it was, but it doesn't even make much sense because like everything you get, you won't get it anyways. You can't check it if it's like Maggie's letter, Ghost Ship chart.
It could be pretty important. Like this seed, it wouldn't have been, but it could have been delivery bag. It also could have been Cabana Deep by the time I got it this seed.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's fair.
I guess the difference is when you know it's barren and you just don't get it, then you just whatever it locks, you just don't do because you don't have that item, right? Because you're just not.
But yeah, the delivery having delivery bag is like. But I guess that's also like Cabana, especially. I feel like delivery bag is like something else because you don't have delivery bag anyways. But with Cabana, my Cabana was.
Well, delivery bag is another one where you also then don't check Cabana.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Like, you might do deed skip and check it, but, you're at least going to save the time of not checking all the other letter stuff, I guess.
You definitely wouldn't store frozen chest to get into Cabana.
Oh, true. That was sick, though. Although the ice was trolling you.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did do that.
I stored Bomb Island lookout platform.
I was at icing and it was like, do I store the lookout platform or do I just store frozen chest? And it felt like storing frozen chest was pretty funny.
Yeah. It was really funny when you slipped and fell down too, and then the bomb blew you backwards off the island.
Yeah, that was really funny. Like it's literally like I just slided 5 meters across the ice.
I checked it a lot earlier than you, Advo, then, because I was scared that it would be Leaf in Cabana and Deed on Needle Rock. And so, because I checked it before I had Fire Eyes.
That was one of our theories. We were trying to think, okay, what's going to be on Needle Rock and how bad is the Leaf going to be? But it was just Leaf, and it was like, that's not even that bad.
I was pretty confident that at a certain point that was going to lead to Leaf, but I was really hoping it wasn't. I was really hoping it was something like Deed to Leaf and Cabana, because then I was like, cool, that would be a free Leaf, but nope.
I feel like with hints, tracking like spheres or like the items is like actually a smarter play, because I'm definitely sometimes not remembering what I got at certain places.
Yeah, that's what I found. I didn't use the sphere tracking at all in season 4.
Yeah, it just costs you time.
Especially with path hints. With Way of the Hero hints, I was a lot less concerned about it. But with path hints, I think that keeping track of stuff. I mean, this scene it kind of screwed me just because 2 bait bag checks locked Wind Temple, but.
Tuba, you would have to have bombs for that, and you would have had to do Mila.
You would have had to do Mila. You also would have needed the Leaf anyway because there was a pearl in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah. Well, Tuba, the thing Tuba and I were saying most of the time was that we probably would have like chickened out on the skipping Mila thing way earlier than you guys, and ended up. And I definitely would have done Forbidden Woods before Wind Temple. But then once I would have got the Pearl, and assuming I had bombs from Forbidden Woods, I probably would have went to Tower of the Gods before
Also,
Wind Temple.
Can we talk about how cringe this logic was? Because like Hammer was on Wallet Mail, was it? Wasn't it? And Boomerang was in FW. Not in FW, in Wind Temple.
Wind Temple, yeah.
Which was pretty cringe.
True. Very cringe. And, you know... When are we gonna talk about the elephant in the room? Because light arrows were in Space Test, so we haven't even mentioned that yet.
That final hint.
That is so much less painful when it's hinted like that, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
we were saying that as well.
But it's also way less funny.
Yeah,
Also,
it's true. Yeah.
What it needs to be is in Hyrule and then not hinted, because Hyrule's not an always hint.
Oh, true.
We even got in Hyrule in this siege.
Yeah, we got a Baron hint, but...
Yeah. That would be pretty funny, except I'd probably cry.
Understandable.
Like it's a Crane.
Yeah, I think Crane's... Oh, there he is.
There we go, there's the time.
Yeah, I think his live split disconnected or something. He looked visibly frustrated with it. So, GG's to Crane.
It's about to join us as well.
GG's Crane, welcome in.
GG, welcome.
Okay,
suspense.
There we are. GG's.
GG's. So, what'd you think, Crane?
I think hints are dumb, and that bottle was stupid.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You got wrecked the most by DRC, I think. You went there before anybody else, and we were like, "Oh, you got the bow. That's pretty good." But then it was like pretty much everybody just went to Cabana, got the bottle, got the grapple, and then they were just all in DRC with the grapple. And we were like, "Oh well, rip Crane."
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, DRC without a grapple doesn't lose too much time. It's just having to head back that is like, oh my word.
Yeah. Especially, I guess, too, you already had the hint, right? That the big key chest, so you didn't have to worry too much about that. Unless it was, like, the only small key. Right? That's what it was, right? It was a small key.
Yeah, it was a small key. So I knew there had to be a small key. All three had to be before the final one. So when I got into rats and I saw that there was a useless and a progression, I knew I could store the progression and go get that other key that would be in Bird's Nest.
Yeah. And that's good.
I was ready to do small key skip as well before I got the bow.
Yeah, we were wondering if you were going to do the jump slash, Crane. If you were going to do like go commit to like the backwards strap and like try and do the jump slash thing. We're like, oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Because he's got the bow, he can shoot on the platform, and then you didn't do it. You're like, he's not going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, I did that and I was terrified.
I thought about it, but I'm so rusty. I didn't feel. I mean, there were plenty of things I did that I shouldn't have done because of how rusty I am, but I did them anyway. But that was one of the things I was not willing to do because it takes so long to reset.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That one, even when you're not rusty, is difficult. So, and that's almost being, kind.
I've never done it, definitely.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Is the entire restream done? I was the last in the restream. No.
You were.
Oh man. Let's see what else was really dumb.
Light arrows were in
in my humble opinion, bombs was the stupidest thing to see.
On Milan?
Yes.
I wish there had been something in Lenzo's house just for how ridiculous those Pictos were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I pushed off Wind Temple long enough that the Pictos weren't like the worst, but I still had to go back to Windfall before I went to Cyclos and then taught G, and that was a trip.
Uber and I were a little shocked that you actually did do Wind Temple before Tot G, because you had bombs after in Forbidden Woods, right? We were like, oh, Crane's probably going to do Tot G because he's got all the pearls, he's got bombs, Tot G is one of those ones you like to do it sooner because the go mode doesn't really save any time. And then you went to Wind Temple, and Tuba and I were like, well, I guess we don't know anything about anything anymore.
It's because I literally just wanted to go Tot G Hyrule. I wanted to get everything so that I could just glide straight in.
Makes sense. Gotta save that warp.
Yeah, definitely one of the best feelings.
One thing I'm noticing, I'm not sure if it's just me, but with the hints, I'm thinking about those and the logic related to them so much that I kind of forget where I pick up other items in the rest of the seed. Like it's tough to remember all of it at once going through, which is.
Yeah, like Koala said, I also didn't think about that Command Melody in Bird's Peak was locked behind Baitback already. So I probably wouldn't have done Needle Rock Chest that early either if I noticed.
Yeah,
but I didn't.
The one thing we were talking about another reason to do the Needle Rock Chest earlier is just because, or at least to peek it, is because there's a bow in Hyrule. It makes it to where getting the Fire Ice and the Fire Ice being something seems less. You're not going to get Fire Ice as early because there's one less random bow out there for you to collect before Hyrule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's true. My Zelda's despawned, yes.
I was thinking in when I was starting Wind Temple that I was like we didn't have Earth Temple. That could have been a hinted Fire Ice. And
yeah, I thought about that too.
And then by the end of the dungeon, I had Fire Ice. I was like, well, okay. Never mind.
I was hoping
we all had that thought. I was terrified.
I wanted it so bad.
I thought the Forbidden Woods hint in Private Oasis was Boomerang until Wind Temple when we got it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, if it's Fire Ice in Ganon's Tower, I'm screwed. Like, there's nothing I can do about that.
You could bombs.
I could.
No way around it.
Yeah, I just mean to get the warp back out.
Oh, okay.
Because there is no way I'm doing the bow strat.
Yeah. Oh. The one thing that I had happen once was in one of the test settings when we did Great Fairies, I had saved and quit out of the jail maze on Windfall from behind Tingle, right? And then I went to check the Great Ferry, the Northern Ferry, and it was Boomerang, and I didn't have Forbidden Woods that seed, so I just, soft reset back to Windfall, and then went to like Paw Print or something. I don't even remember, but just to skip the rest of the fairy cutscene, you know what I mean? And then that's one of those things where if you do get that unlucky, where that happens in a seed where you do have the Hyrule Double Dip, you have effectively fucked yourself because you're not going to have a good time opening that warp.
No, you're not. So we need to talk to Tanjo, because did you realize the first 3 Way of the Hero hints all pointed at the same thing?
Did they?
Because it was Hookshot in Windfall, so that you could get the bottle on Private Oasis to get the grapple from Grandma. If that's the chain I'm remembering. Was grapple on Grandma?
It was.
I think so.
Yeah, so the Windfall hint is saying to get to DRC, which is pretty much only grapple. The Hookshot gives you access to the Private Oasis, which is Forbidden Woods. And then Mail was Godon, not Goma. I suppose that's still
I think
all of those pointed towards grapple.
the other thing is I think the Calademos hint could have been referring to because the bait bag locks the leaf and the boomerang was in Wind Temple, it could have been connected to the boomerang, but it was just on the same path. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the issue with that seed, it was less how the hints were generated and more that's just that all the items were kind of linear except for like bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just point out, I'm watching Hades stream on the side, and they've skipped literally Needle Rock, Cabana, Ice Ring, and Angular.
I wonder if they did Todd G first then.
Hey, I would assume Hades usually prioritizes dungeons.
Yeah, because that was the thing Tuba said in chat that makes a lot of sense. If you go Tot G first, you get that sword right, and then when you get Fire and Ice in Wind Temple, you realize, oh, I don't have to do any Fire Ice checks because light arrows are in Hyrule. So, at least that's the only thing I can think of.
Fire Mountain was hinted empty, so my plan, if there wasn't a sword in Tot G, was to just sail south, which is another reason I did it after Wind Temple. Because then I could get the Cabana checks that I skipped, Ice Ring, and Angular.
Makes sense.
I already did Angular like pretty early after Forbidden Woods to just... I didn't even have a shield at that point, I just peeked like the cave and wanted to know what's on the top.
I did Angular before Forbidden Woods 2. I peeked the cave, then stored the peak and took it to Headstone.
I peeked Headstone when I went to like... I was on like Outset. I don't think it was my first trip. I think it was my first trip. That I just like saved out of Jaboons, sailed to Headstone and looked at it with telescope, soft reset back, and then did Leafless Horseshoe and Diamond Step.
I skipped Horseshoe this seed.
I like Leafless Horseshoe, so I pretty much always do that, even though it's like kind of slow.
I hate Leafless Horseshoe.
I also hate it. So.
I avoid it at like any cost.
I like how like the second
I do it all the time.
I don't know how I'm like this consistent at the second hole because I don't have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I don't think I can't remember the last time I failed it.
Do you do the jump slash or do you just YOLO it?
Oh no, I like the middle hole. The middle hole is like the one,
and then you get knocked back, and then you use the invincibility frames to roll past the vines.
For the last hole, I just jump slash into the vines. But like I mean like the middle one, where you just like roll like get.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there a jump slash for the middle one?
I don't think there's a jump slash for the middle one.
Okay. I don't think so
right.
either.
I mean, there's a jump slash if you have door cancel.
Hog.
Yeah,
time to do Horseshoe with door cancel.
Time to
wrap up, everyone.
Time to discuss some other races that are happening and go check out Hades. So coming up on the schedule, it looks like we're coming up on the grand finals of the Ocarina Random Settings League.
Oh.
Marco versus Kuros. And we're also doing a Link to the Past Challenge Cup. We're in brackets round 2 right now. That's happening on Tuesday. Wind Waker news. I think the next race is what, next week or 2 weeks?
There should be another race like this next week. So we have a sort of alternating Saturdays and Sunday fun races and tournament settings races. So
next week, Wind Waker then. Probably around the same time.
Yep. 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern. And also the Monday race is 2 p.m. Eastern. And the Tuesday race is at 5:10 p.m. Eastern. And thank you for hanging out. We're going to go raid Haiti.